Greetings, family. How are you? I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me on this live. Tonight, I'm going to be discussing with you the recap of my last town hall.
Greetings, family.
In regards to
How are you? I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me on this live. Tonight, I'm going to be discussing with you the recap of my last town hall. Greetings, family.
See, this is an echo.
In
How do I
regards
change
to
it?
how are
Hold
you?
on.
I hope all is
Stay
well.
with me, please, while I
Thank
figure
you
out
for
what
joining
is
me
it I have to do.
on
If I
this
go
live.
to Zoom, I want to mute. It's off mute. And let's hope that there is no echo. Okay, so I think there is a delay of 20 seconds. We're going to wait and then we're going to see what happens and hopefully everything will be working properly. It says that
It's off mute.
See,
And let's hope that there is no echo. Okay. So I think there is a delay of 20 seconds. We're going to wait and then we're going to see what happens and hopefully everything will be working properly. It says that it's off mute. See. And let's hope that there is no echo.
so what do I do?
Okay. So I think there is a delay
What
of
I'm
20
going to
seconds.
do
We're
is,
gonna
so
wait,
I have,
and then we're going to see what happens.
Hold
and
on.
hopefully everything will be working properly.
bear with me,
It's
and I do
that
appreciate your
see.
patience.
And let's hope that there is no echo.
Let's
So
see
what
here.
do I do? Okay. So I think there
How
is
do
a
I
delay
bring
of 20
this?
seconds. We're going to
I
wait,
have,
and we're going to see what happens. And hopefully everything will be working.
if I put this on pause, family, will this work? You tell me. I put it on pause. I'm going back to Zoom. And now I'm going to see. No, and now it's on pause. Is it?
We're going to see what happens.
Let me see. It's not on pause. It's working. Wonderful. Let's start out. We give thanks for this opportunity to be in this space where we can share with those that we love and with those that we do not understand. That the purpose and call for me to be here is to not only change myself, but hope that in the process, others would see me and be changed too. And as I make myself more available, putting myself in these public spaces and getting comfortable using my voice, I pray for wisdom and knowledge to understand how to work this doggone thing, this Zoom and this live and all the other things. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. Namaste and Ashe. Let's get this party started. What I'm giving you tonight is an update on what we had discussed at the last town hall. The last town hall was me introducing myself and letting you know who I am and what I have done while I was here. Honey, I'm showing receipts. Bam, bam, bam. I'm laying my cards down. This is it. Let's go. Okay? Because I'm here. And when I came, I decided that it felt good to be here and it made sense. And so I've been through some stuff. I've been learning some stuff. I'm still learning and experiencing and being introduced to organically out. Stuff is just happening. And I want to share it with you. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you to my friends that are here and abroad. Let's go. I had decided that I would use my secretarial skills to come up with a presentation on PowerPoint that would allow you the opportunity to see what it was that we had discussed in the last town hall. Because hearing is one thing, seeing is something else. I hope that you are able to see my slides. And this is what I've come up with, and I'll share with you very quickly. Class, feel free to read along. I'm just kidding. So cares. I labeled it that, and it's called the acronym Calling and Reaching Every Sister. Their brothers, when the brothers join in, will change sister to souls. In the meantime, there are a lot of single women that are moving out of the country and traveling. And so this is a plan that we have set up initially for a group of women on a call that we had a few months ago, about 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. And, but it's, you know, it's not copywritten. It's not mine to keep. It's for anyone that needs it. Let's go ahead. Initially, we were talking about immediate emergency plan. There are plans or emergencies that will come into place, but it won't be immediate. That may require you seeing a doctor for a stitch, a cold that won't go away, malaria if possible. You have an upset stomach that is continuing. Those are not really immediate emergencies. We're talking serious stuff here. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. So basically, what kind of emergency are we talking about? A slip and fall can be an emergency, especially if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or higher. You know, they have a commercial, I've fallen and I can't get up. Remember the life alert? It's the lady that had the life alert around her neck. We're kind of using our cell phones as our new life alert here in the Gambia. Or let's say, yeah, the wake up alert, go to bed alert, I'm traveling on the road alert. We're using that. So slip and fall, whether it's inside the house or outside the house. Now, as I say this, I water my compound. I have plants and trees on my compound. And I go and I water. So when I do that, I don't take my phone with me. And it makes me a little concerned because if something happens to me, I can end up not being able to reach my phone. And that could be a problem. So I have to learn to take my phone with me. Let me just answer this person. Thank you. I have someone in the background kind of assisting me. Okay, let's continue. An accident with your car or an accident by a car that you're not driving. You're on the road, you're crossing the street, it's dark, they don't see you. You could easily get hit by a car. Or it could be daylight and you could still get hit by a car. The car may not have strong brakes. The driver is not aware that you're out in the road. And so that could be a problem too. Or what like almost happened to me, I almost hit a cow. That was very frightening for me because I did not want to hit the cow. My concern was my car getting damaged, but then having to pay the owner because I hit the cow and all of that and all of that. But these are emergencies here in the Gambia. Now, for other people, maybe in Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, you may not come across a cow or a donkey. I'm trying to see. When I was in Tanzania, yeah, there were cows on the road. Yeah, there were cows. Another emergency is a serious burn from cooking. Those need to be addressed immediately. And also the inability to breathe properly. So as we continue to do our research, and I'm talking to a retired nurse, we've kind of scaled it down to the 3 illnesses that most people over 50 or who come to the Gambia have, and that is high blood pressure, diabetes, and upper respiratory problems. And the inability to breathe is an emergency that needs to be addressed. We're going to talk about where to go and who to go to in another town hall. I'm still gathering information. I'll just share with you very quickly. I had the pleasure of being at LMP Bakery yesterday in the mall, in Tropic Mall. And there were three gentlemen talking, and I heard them mention the word US. They said, you know, the acronym US. And I said, oh, excuse me, sir, I heard you mention the US as in the United States. And it was like, yeah. And I said, well, as an, you know, as an American, is there anything that I could possibly help you with, you know, to get involved in their discussion? And they were talking about different things. Come to find out, these men are involved in pharmaceutical and medical practices. And we exchange numbers because these are people that I want to be in contact with when we have questions. We have questions, they have answers. And so I'm hoping that in the near future, they'll be able to come on and share information with you. Because what they said to me was, we're excited that Americans are here. And they want to provide us with good care. So change is coming. What's the next slide? What is an emergency? Continued. Your car could break down on the side of the road at night where there is no lights, no street lights. That is an emergency. There is no AAA, and the question is, how do I get my car removed? But more importantly, how do I get myself to safety? And so weaknesses due to dehydration, which means that you can end up fainting if you're overheated. We've had very hot temperatures the last few days, 104 degrees in the shade. Okay, which means that you want to be sure to hydrate. And if at all necessary, stay in the house. I think they said between 12 and 3, do like the Spanish do and have your siesta. Yeah, take a nap in the afternoon if you can. If you're having chest pains, that's an emergency. This weakness due to hydration falls back to dizziness. That is an emergency because you can easily faint and hit your head on the hard floor, or if you're in the bathroom or outside. So that's an emergency. Also, we mentioned a cut that continues to bleed. That's an emergency as well. And then I mentioned that the emergencies listed does not include break-in or robberies. We will be discussing that, and that is in regards to security. So there's a lot to talk about. Stay tuned. Okay. The next slide. I talked about the importance of registering with the U.S. Embassy. For us, it's the Embassy for the Gambia. It's the Embassy for Nigeria. Now, interesting thing is, I would wonder, because I don't think, let me know, is there an embassy, the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria? Is there a U.S. Embassy in Tanzania or Tanzania? Is there a U.S. Embassy in Ghana? Is there a U.S. Embassy in Egypt or Morocco or Botswana or any of those other places in Kenya? If there is, you need to know about it and you need to register. Now, the reason why I question that is because I remember the ambassador, well, because you're invited. So I don't know if all countries invite the embassy to come, the US Embassy. So that's something that you would have to look into. In any event, you do want to fill out the STEP program. The STEP program is registered with the state.gov, not the country of Africa. So wherever and regardless of where you are, fill out that STEP program. That's your Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. Whether you are traveling and you're coming back or you're staying, there is a section they ask you your travel dates, but if it's open and it's not a problem. I want to show you what it looks like, okay? So let's see, it says here to click. So let's hit the control and click and see what we can do for you, okay? Now, I think what I'm going to have to do is change my screen so that you can see the part that's shared. Bear with me as I move around. Here's my screen share. Let me know if you can see this. Probably not, so I'm going to turn this off. Here we go. And then I'm going to share this screen. Okay? This is what it's going to look like when you log in. The Smart Traveler Enrollment Form, program. Should have been called STEP form, step.state.gov. And then you log in. For me, I would log in, but initially you want to create your account first. And then go ahead and do a screenshot of your login information so that you have it on your phone or write it down somewhere so that you will remember if you need to log in again. Then it says here, what is STEP? The Smart Traveler Enrollment Program is a free service to allow U.S. citizens and nationals traveling and living abroad to enroll their trip with the nearest embassy or consulate. So that just kind of confirms what I say. You may not have an embassy or consulate in your location, the country that you're in, but it will be to the nearest one, okay? I am lucky enough that the U.S. Embassy is here in the Gambia. What's the benefits of enrolling? Because some people, they tell me that they don't want to enroll, and I understand. But initially, I was like, I'm not enrolling. And I spoke to a really good friend of mine, and she said, oh, I did that right away. You know, it was important for me to do so. And then after I met with the ambassador, you'll hear more about that, I decided, let me go ahead and do this thing. So you will receive important information from the embassy about safety conditions in your destination country. That's important, helping you make informed decisions about your travel plans. Help the U.S. Embassy contact you in an emergency, whether natural disaster, civil unrest, or family emergency. Help family and friends get in touch with you in an emergency. So filling out the step form is not really about you. It's about your family, giving them the peace of mind to know that you're okay. Yeah? Yes. So after this is done, because I want you to stay tuned, go into step.state.gov and fill out that doggone form, okay? Now, let me stop unsharing this screen. Help me. You know, the instructions to unshare was, here you go, stop share. Thank you. And now we're going to go back to our presentation. Thank you for your patience, family. Here's the next slide. We talked about our pod or pods because we have more than one. And as people start to know each other and they start living closer together, we have pods like in Jambangeli, or pod group in Sanyang, or pod group in Bruford, or pod group in Gunnertown, or in Gunjur, if I didn't mention, or where else? In Manjai. That way, we stay connected and we create groups of friends. And then we all get together in our bigger groups. So go ahead. I don't want to read everything over to you. What I've done by putting this on is allowing you to pause your screen. You could do a screenshot or take notes, and then you can refer back to it later. It's important that we know this. It's going to make things better for us going forward. We learned something new. We experienced something that was unexpected, frightening, and sad. And the goal was to learn from it. Yeah. And then to share. Nothing should be a secret. If you have information that could help other people, you should be sharing it. Okay? So I have, let me see. There's me and that sister. As a matter of fact, let me check in right now because it is late and I did not tell them. I'm typing. Great. Have a good night. Sometimes they send a thumbs up or heart, whatever, or somebody will reply, oh, I'm still out. I'll be on the road for a while, but I'll let you know when I'm in. And then in the morning, we send out another notification that we're up, because things happen even at night. Okay. Here's the next slide, family. So give them your key if necessary, because if something happens to you, they're going to have to get inside your compound. And that could be a little challenging. If your wall is 10 feet high with a razor wire and possibly electricity running through, and two big dogs that look like they will bite your face, yeah, so you're gonna need to come with some dog food and a spare key so that they don't. Seriously though, that's another thing. Bring your friends around your dogs. Now, I have a friend. She's on our list because I love her so much. And it's not really necessary for her to be on the list, but she is. And she has like about, I don't know, how many dogs does she have? She has, what is it, Mastiff? It's a mix of Mastiff and a Bulldog. Remember that movie, Cujo? I Google everything. Google Cujo, the movie Cujo. I can't remember when that movie was made, but it left a lasting impression on me. And because of that, I do not like big dogs. Someone just responded to my text message. That movie was made in 1983. How old do you think I was? Ain't none of your, no, none of your business. That was a song. Cujo. Very good. Ooh, it was by Stephen King. It was, no, if you see the movie, all I saw was just, oh, look at that face. That dog does not look like the dog that my friend has. My friend, the head is big and it's just, Cujo is a puppy compared to what they got going on here in the Gambia. So yeah, bring some dog food and get to know the dog. So when you come on a compound, if and when you need to, they ain't ripping you apart. Okay? Send a copy of your passport to your pod and your relatives because there's pertinent information on that they could share in an emergency very quickly. You know, sometimes we come here, we want to change our first name, maybe even change our last name. And then we don't even know who you really are until we need to know who you really are. So if I change my name to Janke, Janke, and then I go around saying that that's my new name, or let's say 5 years from now, right? I'm using that name all the time. I'm no longer Miss L, I am Miss J. And then something happens and they rush me to the doctor and they're like, doctor, you have to help her. They'll say, well, what's the patient's name? Janke? Cisse? I'm just saying. If that ain't my name, you'll need a copy of the passport. Yeah. I added other instructions to share. This is my personal addition. I have told my pod, if anything happens to me, locate and hold on to my purse. Oh, and I have to add something else. Hold on. Handbag and laptop. What else? And am I adding anything else of importance? Yeah. My handbag. Oh, hold up. Let me change this. Are you watching this? Let's take out this and. Handbag, comma, laptop. We'll keep the comma. And car keys. All right. Anything else? I think that's it. But there may be my cell phone. We talking about my cell phone? Hold it. Let's add that. Handbag, laptop, cell phone, comma, and car keys. And then let's take that space out of there. Is that it? Oh, man. My router, should I put my router? I can always, no, this is an international router. I bought this router at Staples, not the Staples in America, the Staples over there on Caraba Avenue at Traffic Light. Am I writing that doggone it? Here we go, one more time. And then that's it. Look around. You know what? This list is getting big. Because I'm looking at that and looking at that and looking at, you know what? Put my doggone router. Hold on. And car keys. That's it. I'm meditating. Because my stress level was starting to go up. Just thinking about it. I free myself from those thoughts. Namaste and Ashe. Let's go on. Okay, next. Spend time fostering strong friendships. Oh, let me tell you, we have been hanging out serious. I mean, small groups, big groups. I'm going to share with you what we're doing in the updates. It's important. It's important. We do some shopping. We go out to eat. I invite people to come pick up a meal with me, or they ask me, hey, are you out? Can you pick me up such and such and bring it back? And it gives me a chance to drop the food off to them and look them in the face and make sure that they're okay, you know? Whether it's laundry, we have a really great laundry guy. So when you come here, I'll let you know about him because I'm not washing my hand and I'm not. No, I'm not. And I put here shopping at the International Trade Fair. I had put that down because that was the most recent event that we did. But I do have more to share. Okay. Then it says here, share with others the pod concept. Now, with that being said, there is already a program that's here on WhatsApp. It is a bigger check-in group that had already been started. But you still want the small groups. The big check-in group is just to check in. But when you're sharing stuff like, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be there, that you want to share with your small group only. And so the small group is still going to be the go-to group. Yeah. We're also dining with our friends from the pods. We just, it says support your local restaurant. Let me tell you, the last week, was it the last week of Ramadan before Eid, or going into that final fast and the breaking of the fast? My favorite restaurant closed for a week, Cafe Zola. And the great thing was that while they had closed, my other favorite restaurant, because you can't have more than one favorite, my other favorite restaurant, Vibrations, relocated and had their reopening. And so I was able to shift to Vibrations and eat. And while there, it was like a party because everyone was there and it was nice. And then after the week was up, Cafe Zola opened again. And I'm telling you, that first Monday, there were like about 10 of us. 10 of us showed up to eat. Unplanned, we were just there. So not only do we get together, we help support local restaurants and friends, and we celebrate birthdays, and we plan small group trips. And we do stuff as often as we possibly can. We've been car sharing in some instances because sometimes one car is down, but it's good that there's someone in the neighborhood or area that can come by and pick us up. And if we're all doing things together anyway, does it make sense to have 20 cars going in the same direction? If we can pick up, have 3 to 4 people in the car. We talked about the Family 360. I still have not put that on my phone, but if you're interested, it's something that you may want to look into. I don't think my children need to be following me like live on GPS. But with that being said, I'll ask them, do you think that I should? We'll see what they say. Spread the word, family, because what I'm doing or what we're doing here in the Gambia is shareable. So how do you do that? You look at your contact list, because even though most of us are in the same group, there are still others outside of the group. We don't all know everybody together. So maybe there's other people that's living someplace and they can have their groups. And stay connected. It's important. Another thing is, if possible, share with people that you know are coming. Let them know this is what we're doing. Can we include you? I mean, they may not be staying long term, but just for the time, let someone know where you are. Oh, I rented a compound. I'm going to be here. It's going to always be cheaper to rent a compound or rent an apartment at somebody's compound or room than to stay at the hotel, right? Especially if you're staying for a long period of time, then you want to let someone know where you are. And because there are no street signs, and you may want to say, hey, would you mind driving me home so you'll know where I am? Or they can send a current location on their phone. So I always have my location on, because I'm not hiding from anyone. So when that happens, you want to go to your WhatsApp. Let's say I do want to send this to my son. Might as well. He'll be like, why are you sending this to me? Let me send it to my older son. I'm going to click on the paperclip, location, and then send your current location. Don't share your live location, because if I put this phone and I go out, they're going to be, I don't want to do all of that. I want them to know where my current location is, unless I am going to be moving. And then he has it. And he'll be like, why did you send this to me? This is only a test. Yeah. Spread the word. It's not a secret. So that is a recap of the last. I'm getting sleepy. That is a recap of the last town hall that I did. Yeah. This is the exciting part. The updates. Yes. It's not the same slide. See there? It says update, update. I needed help. I had heard about the US Embassy to the Gambia. I knew where it was located. I saw men with rifles, and it was like, how do we find the ambassador? Who is the ambassador? Where do they live? And what do I have to do to locate this person? So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go to the status wall of my WhatsApp and send out a call. Yeah, that was important for me to do that. I just thought, let me just do it because why not? I'm just checking to make sure we still up and running. So on my wall, thank you. So I wasn't looking at my phone, family, but I see that you're communicating with each other. My 3 people, thank you. Each one tell one. I don't need to have 3,000 or 300,000. If I have 3, I have 2. I want you to know that this is serious. Now, am I still sharing? Looks like I am not sharing, so hold up. Let me go to share, and I do apologize. So let's share again. Sharing is caring. Here's my update. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Let me just wait. Here we go. Using my status on WhatsApp, I reached out. There you go. Hey, not hey, who does that? How can I reach Sharon L. Cromer, the U.S. ambassador to the Gambia? I don't know what time I sent that. I put that on my status page, but I want to say in less than 2 hours, someone responded, "Hi, what's the purpose of your meeting?" Greetings. I want to invite her to meet a core group of the REPAC community that is here. Also, I'd like to speak with her about the deaths that have taken place. The sister responded, "Lesline, I'll relay the message, but can't guarantee anything." And my response was, "I appreciate it." Now, she said to me she can't guarantee anything, and I thought, well, I'm just being led. I don't know if what I'm doing is going to work, but guess what? The next day, look, y'all, the response came through. Knocked me off my feet. Let me read it. I couldn't crop it without making it look weird because it's a JPEG, right? The next day, the sister who said, I can't guarantee anything, but I'll see what I could do. She sends me this message. Now, personally, I thought it was a scam. I trust I put that on my wall and that came out like that. Nah, this is seeming kind of shady. But it said here that, let me let me put my glasses on. It says, message for U.S. citizens, Ambassador Town Hall meeting, Wednesday, March 20th. The Counselor section would like to invite U.S. citizens in the Gambia to a town hall meeting with Ambassador Sharon Cromer on Wednesday, March 20th, from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. The event will be held on the grounds of the ambassador's residence in Fajara. You can see the rest there. I thought to myself, this can't be real. It said to pre-register, and I did. And I still kept thinking, this can't be real. Because I was waiting for like, I don't know, a response confirming, and this is the location, and and I didn't get that. And so I kept thinking, say it with me, this can't be real. And Wednesday, March 20th came, and how many people showed up? About 10 to 12 people. We just was like, we're gonna find out where the embassy is at, and we found it. It was real, and it was sweet. There were 3 speakers at the town hall. There was Connor Dickinson. There was Nick, I did not remember his last name. He's the regional security officer. And then Sharon Cromer spoke last. It's like spell check, ambassador. I was like, I was rushing to get this done before I came on. There you go. Dot every I and cross every T and add an A when it needs to. Here you go. The topics of discussion at the town hall. The importance of what? Filling out step. They're saying that the police emergency, and I said it like, because I'm like, is this really true? I have not tried to call pound 117. I haven't done it because if it really works, I don't want to be like, oh, sorry, oh, I just wanted to see if it worked. Be like, lady, get off this phone. So yeah, but they say that the police emergency number is pound 117, not 911, 117. They mentioned the importance of registering, or that one of the services they offer is to register your child as a U.S. citizen if the child is born in the Gambia. So your child is born, in the United States, you go to the hospital. Those forms are done on the back end, and boom, you get everything in the mail. They don't do that here. You have to go to the embassy or email the embassy actually and let them know, and then they assist you with making sure that your children that are born here has U.S. citizenship while in the Gambia. You want to contact the Gambia if you are arrested, but please, family, don't. Don't. Try not to get arrested. Please. Okay? I think they have to bring you food, stuff like that. I don't know. Bring you change of clothes, water. You're not getting 3 square meals and a cot with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and a cell phone. I don't know. Just don't do it. If there is a death here in the Gambia, they need to be notified as well. And then last, I think this is the last one that they spoke about, absentee voting. You do have the right to vote. You can request a ballot online. Let's see what that looks like. Bear with me, family. I'm gonna try to do it this way. I'm gonna go into Zoom first. Does that make sense? Nope. You gotta click first. If I go out, let's click. We're gonna click, control, click. And now we're moving. It's gonna open up. Aha. Let me show you what it looks like. Coming into Zoom. I'm gonna stop sharing that. I'm talking myself through it. And then I'm going to share with you, ta-da, this page. You see here where it says, request your ballot now. Who is this for? Military and overseas citizens. In the Gambia, in Nigeria, in Japan, in Italy, wherever you are, you have the right to request your ballot. Do it quickly. Here's what it says, 193 days until the November 5th general election. And then let's just scroll down here. Let's just look on top. There's a military voter, and then there's a drop down. Overseas career, overseas citizen voter. Put your glasses on, Alice. And some other options drop down. Voting assistance officers. Okay. Election officials. And then general information. That's on the top. Okay, you also have some other items up here, election forms and materials, voting assistance guide, FAQs, facts or frequently asked. Did I say that right? Let me say it again. Because someone commented on the way I say the word ask. It's a skew. I learned this in school. Frequently asked questions. I heard someone use the word, they said asked. She asked me. So what's worse, the asked or the ask? Frequently asked questions. There's some more, it says links, contact, and then translate. You can search. I don't know what you're searching for. Looking for something, you can search. Okay. Looking for something specific. Select your state. My state would be somewhere around Nueva York. If I'm from the Bronx, you know that I'm from New York, so this is no secret. And I would have to fill this stuff out and fill that out. It is a lot of steps. So the quicker you do it, the better. Okay? Let's move on. So we're going to come out of here. Yes, help me walk through this thing. We're coming back to Zoom. Hey, stop the share. Just checking in, family. And now let's go back to our presentation. Share. Okay. The next slide. The next slide. They also talked about a community liaison. Liaison. Think I did that. Did I do that right? If I take that I out, will it come up as wrong? Hey, so liaison. Liaison. Yeah. They need people to volunteer to become a warden in your area or in their area in order to meet with and know US citizens that are already here. But you see, we be doing that already. We got the pod already. So even though I did reach out to Connor via email and tell him that I was interested in becoming a warden and meeting with him and seeing if others would want to become a warden as well. We have what I call family, US citizens up in Bacau and in Gonjor and here and there on the map. I don't know if it's east, it's not really east and west, it's just in my, as I'm driving. And then is there, and then then there's starting to be some people coming down over there, because this area is opening up and yeah, and then some people, yeah, we need volunteers. We need volunteers. So I will reach out to Connor again. He said to give him a couple of months, but we want to get this done before rainy season starts. We talked about relief programs. There's the Catholic relief services. There is the Red Cross. If I'm not mistaken, I have not Googled these services. I don't know what capacity they would offer assistance. But they are there. Okay, they are here. One of the things that I took note of, which I really appreciated, was the first aid kit. Nick said that we should have a first aid kit in our car and at home. And so I spoke with a friend who who's having a container brought over, and I asked if she could bring back some first aid kits for sale. If you're traveling to the Gambia, please bring 3 or 4 first aid kits and bless somebody with 1 or 2. If you're sending a care package to the Gambia, drop in a couple of first aid kits. Yeah. Band-aids. The quality Band-aids that stick on. Now, geez. We want that good stuff. They also talked about initiatives for the Gambia and, different things that they're doing. I didn't really take full note of that, but I do want to share something with you. This platform was opened up to not just Black Americans in the Gambia. It was open to all Americans in the Gambia, and also to Gambians who have citizenship in America. Gambians who left at a very early age or whatever. I don't know if they do dual citizenship, but it wasn't just us, which was very nice. And so we got to meet, I think 3 other women who, we ended up hanging out with, and that was fun. So the last person to speak was Sharon Cromer. And the minute I met her, I knew that this sister was like down. She's, she's from the East Coast. Yes, and when I told her where I lived, and she's like, yes, I know that area well, and I always feel like I met someone somewhere before walking on the street or riding the trains. But there was something that she said when she ended the town hall talk. She said, when you know better, you do better. She said, quoting from Maya Angelou, when you know better, you do better. And it's because of this woman right here that gave us a burning to know better so we could do better. So thank you, sis. The outcome. We are trying to develop a relationship with the ambassador. We want them to know us, and we want to know them. So that when that call is made, oh, it's going through, but I'm going to be making the phone. I'm calling on, what's that red phone on the Batman phone? Yeah, I'm calling direct. I ain't got time for playing games. But it's important also because she is an American here in the Gambia, and we want to include them all. So we made a new list, and we had an evening at Ngala Lodge on March 20th. Sharon Renee sings here, and she had been singing at Ngala Lodge every Wednesday. And March 20th was supposed to be the final day of her singing at the lodge. And so I had tried to plan something on that day. We met with the ambassador 7 days earlier. Is that right? I feel like I did something wrong because the meeting was on the 7th, and that meant that Ngala was the 27th. Yeah. Right? That makes sense. When we were at the meeting on the 20th, I mentioned to Sharon that Shannon was singing at Ngala. And she was like, really? That's wonderful because it's right up the block from me. And it really is. And she was like, I'm going to go there this evening. And I said, we're planning something where a group of us go on the last day, which is next Wednesday. So how about we do something as a group? And she said, perfect. Just happened that they enjoyed her so much. They did extend her for 2 more weeks, but we continued with the group. And for that day on March 27th, let me share with you how much fun we had. Let's take that off the screen. Let's go here. I'm supposed to click. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? I'm going to click here. I'm going to stop sharing. Hold on. This was us having fun, as Shannon sang, okay, at Ngala Lodge. I love this song. Okay, let me stop sharing. So we ended up having a wonderful, wonderful time. Let's continue. Here we go. Back to my presentation. Share. What we've been doing. Does that make sense? What we've been doing in the Gambia. Well, what have you been doing in the Gambia? Let me share with you what we've been doing to foster friendships. We've had shopping at the International Trade Fair, and then we got together and had a dress up and dine. So we went shopping and we bought dresses and skirts and pants and got bags and shoes and jewelry and all the fun stuff and head wraps and this and that. And then we went out and we wore the items that we purchased at the International Trade Fair and dined. I just remembered we must have been looking like melanated models because this one lady came over and said, "Can I take your picture?" And we all stood up, and she was in the center, the unmelanated, and we glowed. We have had birthday parties, and then one event we had a heart-to-heart, where this sister is making the best of food ever. What did she make at the first event? She didn't make that stewed chicken. I think she had the fried chicken wings. Look, it's challenging here. You know, food is we gravitate around food because because there's no McDonald's, there's no Burger King, there's no Jack in the Box, there's no Olive Garden, there's no they ragging on Cheesecake Factory. Bring a Cheesecake Factory here. Bring a Cheesecake Factory here. I'll get married there. Okay. What else? What else? What else? See, I'm from New York, so what else? Denny's, anything. What was my favorite? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, she invited us out. What did she make? Because we were grabbing at that food. It was like, give me that food, give me that food. And then, yeah, we had a nice heart to heart. We started watching a video about something with Tyler Perry and Oprah. And Tyler Perry was talking about it, the challenges that he had gone through and his resilience. And I'm like, bring yourself to the Gambia for 3, 4, 5 years and try to buy land and build a house and get your car fixed when it gets broken down. And then we'll talk about resilience. When those women began to talk about the challenges that they had with just being Black women, I saw resilience. We had a heart-to-heart. We recently had shopping done at Banjul Craft Market. My friend, the lovely Shannon, our friend, introduced us to her leather man, Sahir. And I ended up purchasing two bags. I bought one clutch bag. That clutch bag reminded me of a clutch that the women used to wear back in the 60s. You know, you're not putting your cell phone in there, right? Your cell phone is not fitting in there. Just enough for your little bit of makeup, just the eye, your pencil liner, your lip liner, and your lipstick, and you put your cell phone. If I'm putting my router in there, and I got a good phone, and I got a bad phone, and yeah, and my reading glasses, no, but it's cute. So I bought it. And even if it's empty, when we go out again, oh, family, darn it. So tomorrow we are having a sunset gathering on the beach where we're going to sip and dine and chat and watch the sunset. And guess what? I didn't bring my clutch bag. Do I have time to buy one? I'm just kidding. I'll bring it the next time. Speaking of the next time, hold on to that. We're also doing a Mother's Day event at Cafe Zola, and that's going to be fun. There will be tables outside where people will be selling their goods, showing their talents. And so that is going to be on Sunday, May 12th. I think it's from noon to 5 or something like that. So they're having brunch at Cafe Zola and mimosas. Yeah, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. If you are in the Gambia, family, come out and say hello. If you're planning to be in the Gambia, like in the next week or two, stay, we would like to have you, okay? Also, I don't talk about my class and what I do too much. I was doing yoga on the beach on Sunday mornings. I have done yoga on the beach since I got here. I finally stopped that because I'm tired. And on Sundays, I just want to stay in bed longer. So I gave yoga up on the beach, but if people notice, I've been doing some yoga poses in the pool every now and again. I added 2 new water fitness classes. So I originally had 3 water fitness classes at Caraba Hotel, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And then I added 2 water classes at Maimuna's Garden on Tuesday and Friday. And I decided to drop the Thursday class at Caraba. So on Tuesdays, I have a 12 p.m. at Maimuna's and then a 2 p.m. at Caraba. Then I get to rest on Wednesday while I have yoga at a school. Thursday, I rest. Friday at 2 p.m. I'm back at Maimuna's Garden. And then on Saturday at 2 p.m., I am at Caraba. So if and when you get a chance, come and join me and get that good water fitness. What's the purpose of water fitness? To keep healthy and strong, so that when you come with your high blood pressure, your diabetes, and your inability to breathe in, expand your lungs, the exercise will help some of that. Also, it's community. If you want to know more about what I'm doing here in the Gambia, please check out my YouTube channel. Darn it, see now, if I had submitted this to my attorney, he would have taken a red pen and marked that up and said, you missed this. capital T, Tube channel. My YouTube channel is Ma'at on the Mat. You can see me, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, what I hope to do, and just stay tuned. I never ask people on YouTube to like, share, and subscribe. If you like it, you'll let me know. If you think it can help someone else, you'll share it. If you want to hear more about what I'm saying, you'll subscribe. Ubuntu continues. We started Ubuntu, really, it began with the wonderful ceremony that we had when we released Anja Africa to the ancestors. There was drumming and dancing and food, and so many people came out after we laid the flesh to rest in the ground. And one of the sisters, Isna, who was new to the group and is a beautiful wordsmith, shared words about Anja with us. That's the sister in the staff. So please check my YouTube channel out. I did not post it here because we're going to be closing this out soon, before 12 midnight Gambian time, and see what she did. But while there, someone was so blessed. They don't say blessed anymore, but they were so blessed by the feeling that they got for community. They were looking for Ubuntu to be done more often. And so I heard the call and said, okay, we'll do it once a month. The last one we had was just a small group of us who went to the ocean. We made an offering to the ancestors of fruits and other items, and we sat together and we talked words of affirmation. And let me just share with you, please. I think I forgot to delete something. Ubuntu is an ancient African word meaning humanity to others. It is often described as reminding us that I am what I am because of who we all are. That's community. It continues. That happened on March 29th. And we were supposed to have this every last Friday of the month. Instead, after speaking with a sister, Black Jewel, who is a priestess or a priest, she says her energy is very strong. I spoke with her, and she is going to be having her services the first Monday of the month. So we are moving the services to the first Monday of the month. So we skipped in April, but we got you. May 3rd is the next service at Johetto Beach Bar and Restaurant. It starts at 5 o'clock before the sun sets. We sit in a group, we talk, we reaffirm, we confirm, and then we go to the beach. This is going to be in collaboration with Black Jewel, who has begun her program of healing here in the Gambia. And for those who are coming to the Gambia, come home and let go. This is not right. It says every first Friday. Let me confirm with her. Maybe anyway. Ay. Let's check the calendar. So I'm going to get to the other phone. Let me see. This is okay. Because March 3rd calendar. Where's the calendar? So family, hey, perfect. March 3rd is a Friday. So it's the first, see? So I'll tell you what, I'm going to change this. You know what happened? After I had my water class, I got something to eat at Vibration. I checked in at the hotel. I washed my hair, and then I sat down to quickly put my thoughts together. It was there, but not quite there. Okay, so the first Friday of the month, I should have known that because I'm like, Friday, I'm now teaching, but I teach at 2. I finish my water class, I change, I eat, I go to the beach, we have our service. It's for anyone. What I loved about this service here was there were a couple of people who brought ashes of a family member, and they released them into the water. So if you're coming and someone has passed, feel free to bring their ashes, or feel free to come reach out to me or Black Jewel. Her information is below here. It's small. She says to email her, okay? Here's her email address. And the email address is Black Jewel with 2 L's, lowercase all, BLACKJEWELL 555 at gmail.com. She says, see what all the fuss is about. Because she's out here doing her thing, okay? Why? Because, honey, we need healing. We need healing. I'm going to say it again. We need healing. And we're going to talk about the healing and why we need it. I'm going to do that in about an hour from now. It's 11:40 here. I am not going to talk for the next 20 minutes. I had hoped to be off by 12. I'm coming back. I'm coming back with Shantae White of Travel with Tay Tay. And that will be our next town hall talk, because we're also doing that every month. We're hearing the call. We hear it, and we're making ourselves available. There are so many topics, this table, that we could talk about. We're going to try to stick with 2, okay? We're going to talk about land sale and the preparation for getting the land. I will talk about location, because now that I'm here, I was like, girl, you went out and bought land and didn't even know where it was at? That didn't make any sense. But neither did the person who I'm near, and that person who I'm near, and that person who I'm near, and that person who I'm near. And then when they drive a little bit further down, oh yeah, that sister got, yeah, it all kind of worked out. All things work together for good. To them that believe the Most High, to them that are called according to his purpose and his plan. It works out. Okay? With that, the second topic will be, what does Pan-Africanism mean to you? I'm going to share with you what it means to me, and I'm going to have to think about that. I've been saying lately, if you put 10 people in a room and you ask each person what does Pan-Africanism mean to them, you would get 10 different meanings. Yeah. And yet, we heard the call to come home. This sister here is making herself available so we can come home and get it off. Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Clean your heart. Clean your mind. These vocal cords that have something to say that we're holding on. This repressed hurt and pain and anger. The womb holders. You know who you are. Why are there so many women? Why are there so many women coming to Africa? The womb holders. They want to come home and let go. I'm going to be inviting Black Jewel on the platform at another time. I'll let you know when. Family, I am out of here. I think so I did something wrong. I was going to say that the live is not live. I'm going to try to delete that one, but the live is live over here, live over here. So let's see. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable to you. Let me do some reading. I'm not going to go yet. I still got about 15 more minutes. Wow. I want to read this. I really hope Sharon Cromer's intentions are good for the people of this Muslim country and not there as a Western influencer. I look forward to great things happening for the people and the country. Well, you know, her intentions. I hope her intentions are good too. I want her intentions to be good. So, what I learned is this. Oh, I won't say what I've learned. What I've done is this. I have not even spoken to Sharon. Sorry. I get all these names in my head. I have not spoken to the ambassador about the deaths that have gone on in the Gambia. I didn't want to burden her with it. And I say that because I was burdened with it. And I carried that hurt. And when I tried to get up and talk about it, I wept because I wasn't ready. I wasn't free yet. It was a burden to me. And I needed to know who was this person and get to know her on a personal level before I talk about these things. And so I haven't had that discussion with her. I didn't need to do that. I was told to do it later. See this here? This is not, does she put a space? Oh, I'll leave it a space. I don't think she spaces that. But anyway, someone says, yes, let's go on because, you know, we're all moving forward. Black Jewel, she is a beautiful soul. Yes, you met her. You did meet her at the beach, if I'm not mistaken. Chasey, you've been missing out. We be having some fun up in this here place. And yes, someone can vote while living abroad. Alexis Fowler, greetings, sister. When you come to the Gambia, please reach out to me. I would like to meet you personally and wish you namaste and ashe. With that, family, I want to say thank you so much for checking out, staying connected with me as I learned all of this stuff. I think at the very beginning, I wasn't sharing my screen with you, and then I figured it out. And like, you know, quoting Maya Angelou, would you know better? You do better. Namaste, Ashe, peace and love. Now, I would like to gracefully be out of this, but I don't know. It's supposed to end there, but I don't know how. So let me see. Hide thumbnail. What's this blue screen? See this here? It's I'm gonna get better. Here we go. Let me come here. Peace, family. Thumbs up the doggone video. Thumbs up the video, please. If you haven't done so, like and subscribe.